Hello everyone, and welcome to our second session of spring cleaning and traveling with Feng Shui. We are so excited to talk about suitcases and packing today, going on a trip when we are traveling or moving abroad. First of all, we are going to introduce briefly ourselves in case for those who are joining us today and who didn't know us. I am Kenya Abreu. I am the founder of The Art of Travel, which is, as part of the different activities that I develop, I have a program on coaching and Feng Shui, where we could achieve our goals using these two practices together. Also, I have, it's an interesting explanation on my YouTube channel. It's about the synergy of Feng Shui and life coaching. So if you want to see it, let me show you really quick here. So this is my YouTube channel, and the video is here. The synergy of Feng Shui and life coaching. You can go and watch it there on my YouTube channel. And well, and now Brandy is going to introduce herself as well for those who are joining today and didn't hear the first session that we had on decluttering and organizing. Brandy?
Hi, okay, so I'm Brandy and I'm from Airy Spaces. I am a declutter. I do decluttering and organization for the home and office. I can do virtual sessions or in-person sessions based here in Florence, Italy. I have a passion for minimalism and sustainability, so I'm very happy to be here and doing this session.
Great. Great. Yes, I forgot to say that I am based in Portugal. I said it last time, but not. Yes, and I'm going to start talking about how to get ourselves prepared for some time away. So in general terms, we have to leave our home ready for the new energy that we are introducing when we come back from our trip, okay? What we don't want is to come back with a renewed energy ourselves and find a mess in our house. If we do that, what we are doing is like lowering our frequency, because our frequency matches the environment. So if we arrive with our renewed energy and find a mess, then the environment little by little is taking us down, which means we are going back to the starting point. Okay, so the point where we left to the trip. And what we really want is to take advantage of this new state of mind. We want to take advantage of that and keep it high. So in coaching, we say that our ideal state is to be always on vacation mode. We say that. So that's the ideal state, like being living life like we are always in vacation. And that is what we want to achieve here, and to use that new state in a way that benefits us. So we want to keep it high and for longer time, okay? So some of the practices to prepare the household when we come back are, first one, we said it, like clean our house before leaving. So our house, it has to be clean and also in order before we leave, okay? Then the cupboard has to be full, because that creates a feeling of abundance, And also in the fridge, we want to leave it full, but not with non-perishable food. So what we don't want is that when we come back, we find rotten food or bad smell, okay? But the cupboard, yes, we we can leave it full, because it creates, we arrive and it's full, we can cook whatever we want. And also, if you have plants or animals, you should leave them with caring people. With caring people, make sure that you choose those people wisely. Okay. And remember, this is a saying that I really like in Feng Shui. We say our environment is stronger than our willpower. That means that even if we want something and try hard, and we have an environment that is not supporting us, then little by little we are going down, because our environment is stronger than that. So we have to make a great effort. Instead, what we want is that to have the environment and ourselves going in the same direction, So our environment is stronger than our willpower. So even if we want something, if we have an environment that is not helping and supporting that, it would be very difficult. So working on the environment is very important. So let's talk a little bit about the packing for our suite. Brandy is going to talk about that a little bit, and the suitcases and handbags.
Thank you. So preparing for a trip, how do we start off? Obviously, it comes with packing. So, I really like to give myself a lot of time when I'm about to pack, or just at least think about what I want to bring or wear. So, when I find that I put myself under time pressure, I end up making mistakes, and, I'm bringing either things I don't need, or I can, have meltdowns where I'm like, oh, why did I bring any of these things? I have nothing to wear. And so, to remove that, I think that preparing in advance, saves a lot of frustration. In most cases as well too, we use about 1/5 of our wardrobe in general. So, if we go with the same intention while we're packing, there's likely going to be pieces that we end up not wearing. So I think, it starts off with selecting the right suitcase. So, picking something light with a lot of different compartments so that things can be easily organized. Weather as well too can be, very unpredictable. So looking in advance and seeing the weather, what is it going to be like? Do you have everything that's appropriately needed for that? To pack it accordingly. Do you have any activities planned? Are there any dress codes or dress requirements that are needed for those activities? So putting everything out, what I like to do is I like to lie a sheet on the bed, take everything that I want, that I think that I'm going to bring, and place it on the bed into categories. That way you can see just the amount of stuff that you think that you need for the trip.
I place the things on the bed as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I see everything, and I can sort it out in a better way. Yeah, I do that too.
It makes it so easy to see how many things you need for certain categories as well too. Be like, okay, do I really need 7 tops when I'm bringing a few dresses, or do I need these 4 pair of jeans when I could just bring 2? So I think creating a checklist is really great for this. So then that way, ahead of time, when you're planning outfits as well, when you have interchangeable outfits, when you go with kind of like the same color tone, then that way it makes it easier to mix and match as well too. So then you're not bringing more than you actually need.
Yeah, right.
I think that, when you're bringing favorite items that you already know how they fit, how you feel in them as well too. Like narrowing down the selection on things that are either going to get like really wrinkly or creased in travel, or when you're wearing them out as well too, while on holiday. Anything that's tight before the holiday is most likely going to be even tighter because we tend to overindulge, which is, it's what holidays are for. So packing that, they're most likely not going to be worn. So it's creating comfortable clothes that you feel comfortable in, being realistic with yourself and realizing ahead of time that on holidays, avoiding meltdowns and negative self-talk is essential. So like, let's keep things positive. What I love to do is use packing cubes now. Here I have a photo here. This is just to show you how everything gets put onto the bed, put into categories, and then when we move to the next one, the packing cubes or space-saving cubes, whatever you would call them, you're able to file fold as well too, so then you can see where everything is. This helps with keeping everything clean, knowing if you are sharing a suitcase with anyone, then that way you can separate yours and whoever else is putting their stuff in there. Having a shoe bag as well too, so then that way there's no transfer of any kind of dirt or anything. A dirty laundry bag, so then that way you can pack any dirty items in that, or you'll already have that bag to take it if you're doing any kind of laundry and stuff there as well too. So I think that that's really important when we're able to visualize and see stuff that we are packing into the bag. It helps us make more of a selection on what we do need as well too. For like heavy items, if we are packing, try and pack those around the edges, so then that way it saves more space. These packing cubes have created like half the amount of space that I actually need as well too. So I think that this is why it's so great. When we're traveling with like full-size beauty product, that becomes extremely heavy. So I think that having travel-size containers to put our beauty stuff in, or toiletries, really saves up on a lot of room as well too. You know, and then for like bags and purses, how many bags and purses do we actually need? So I think that that's something that we need to keep in mind as well too. You know, that functionality or multi-purpose, switching over from day to night, or you know, just having a few things that are interchangeable through outfits as well too. So
and lately there is a minimum of ml that you can, if you bring a big stuff, they take it out.
Right, anything over 100 milliliters.
Liquid, yes, yes. So
if you
apart from the space, I like
yeah, you need something under that. So this is why I love transferring stuff and then refilling it, right? Because then you can wash them out, and then it can be versatile depending on whatever it is that you're bringing. So now I think that we're going to pass it back to you so that you can talk more about the Bagua. And
yes, sure. I'm going to explain a little bit about I'm going to introduce the Bagua, because we are going to talk about a little bit more in detail later on. But in an introduction to Bagua or Bagua, let me show you a picture. It's actually it's 9 grids. Where is it? Here. Here. So this is the Bagua. It's basically 9 grids. They are, as you see, the arrows here at the bottom. This is the entrance of your house, and it's the north. So the travel area is in the right front corner, so it's the northwest. Okay, so this is a general way. We are going to talk about this later with the elements and with the different colors and how we can work on this area. But let's say the entrance of your house is where the arrows are. So the travel area would be the front right area of your house. Okay, so this is a general Bagua. So, and also this is associated, this area is associated with power, with synchronicity, with inspiration and confidence, okay? So if we want to achieve our travel goals, what we are going to do is we are going to work on that specific area of our house, okay? We should declutter, activate, and enhance this area. How can we do that? For example, a vision board is very useful. We can do some research to get glimpses of the beautiful, wonderful time that we are going to, or how our wonderful time during the trip is going to look like. So based on that, we place a picture of our travel goal. Could be a travel goal, could be a place, a specific place that you are willing to know, or a specific situation as well, or anything that represents what we want to achieve. So we place the picture, so we have that aspect active on us. Okay. That helps us to display the goal, and at the same time it will focus our energy, because it's not going to be dispersed. We are going to be really focused on that. So displaying the goal and focus our energy.
Manifest, right?
Yeah, what we can place is like you can place art, you can place photos, you can do a collage yourself and place that, or figures, any figures that are meaningful to you, like guides or mentors, okay? Or any helpful people, like it has to make sense to you. So whatever reminds you that place or situation or travel goal that you want, if that reminds us, you can put that. It could be in any form. It's personal. It's personal. Uh, Also remember, especially for us women, like Brandy talked about the suitcases and everything, but we women carry a purse, and we should organize the purse as well. We shouldn't forget that, because what we have on the purse affects us. So we have to declutter as well the purse. And sometimes when we travel, we can carry a smooth stone or a natural crystal while traveling, because that will keep us grounded and connect us with the positive energy of Earth. Okay. And also, if you want, like, for example, money for the trip, there is what is called Feng Shui money bag that consists of 9 coins. If they are golden in color, is better. So 9 coins, that you can get 9 coins. If they are golden, is better, but they could be any color. So you place that on a small red cloth bag, and the string has to be red or gold. And usually we place that thing in the place where our money comes into our home, our business, whatever. Like, let's say if we are receiving our payment online, like in the bank account, so we check that on the computer. So we can put that money bag next to the computer. If we get it on the mail, and we have let's say in your house you have a small desk where you put all the mail that is coming. So if you receive that, you can put that there. And when we travel, we can carry that on our purse. Okay, it's Feng Shui money bag, it's called.
Love that.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that get us prepared for some time away.
Yeah, I think that some other things as well too that you don't even think of that you need, like when you're traveling, would be earplugs, you know, and eye masks, or like a pillow and stuff as well too, a neck pillow for the plane. Like, who wants to go on holiday and wake up with a kink in their neck or whatever it is that
Yeah.
so I think planning in advance and having that, because obviously you don't want your energy to be drained at all, like while you're on holiday, and you need to be as positive and, you know, your body to be at its best kind of thing, to take everything in. I think that essential oils like lavender to help you sleep at night, you're in a new space. So, you know, to cultivate a little space where you feel almost at home on holiday, I think is really important as well too. You know, when you move or when you enter a room, if there's anything at all that you know, just feels off to you, that there's just something not right. So to switch it, to call down to front desk and ask if there's another room available, because for whatever reason, and you don't need to justify, you know, any kind of reason to them, but just if something doesn't feel right, trust your gut and go with it, because this is your holiday and you need to maximize your experiences in this. So, you know, experience new tastes, new sounds, new culture, whatever it is, you know, to just adjust your chi and enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I think that we're going to go back to you with some more like travel
Yes,
suggestions.
yes, I'm gonna give you some travel suggestions, and also because Feng Shui is about living in harmony with the world around us. So when our environment is harmonious, channels are open for good things to come our way. Okay, when we travel, what happens is that we are changing our environment all the time, like or more often than usual. So so that the key of good feng shui in transit is to bring it with us internally. Here I want to show you something, because I have created a complete checklist for leadership in traveling. For those who don't know me, I am into leadership as well, and I have groups for that. And I have created a complete checklist for leadership in traveling and life. So it's completely free, and you can, let me show you real quick here. Where is it? Okay. So for example, if you, this is my website, and here on top, you see all the topics. It's either here on the Art of Travel and Newsletter, or if you go to Lifestyle and Groups, here. Also, there is the YouTube channel that you can check the synergy of Feng Shui and life coaching that I talked before. Here you can access to all my socials. But here in Lifestyle and Groups, you have a case study, and here you have the complete checklist for leadership in traveling and life. It's very concrete, very easy, and it's completely free. So you just click here and you can get it from my website. So, and here are my groups that you can check later if you want. But this is a checklist that is very helpful, that I have created after I travel for so many years. So I hope it's gonna help you as well. So let's see the Bagua colors when traveling, because remember that not only is the Northwest associated with travel, but also with helpful people. So if we want people to be good to us in traveling and in life as well, we should keep the Northwest tidy, and we can boost the energy of that area by decorating it with mainly silver and gray, but let me show you them here. Is to activate the area, which is the metal energy of this sector. I want to show you here. Hold on. Okay, so can I make it bigger? Okay, this is a Bagua Map or Bagua Map. If you see, the entrance is from, as you saw, the arrows from down to up. So the Northwest, the front right, is the helpful people and travel area. So if we want to enhance this area, we use like white, grays. Usually it corresponds to the element the metal element. Also some water, which is like we can use some golds or blacks, or but mainly whites, grays will work perfectly well here. So if we want people to be helpful while we travel, we enhance that before we go. So we we can have we prepare, we'll travel better. So we have all the elements here. We have a fire, earth, they're here. Let's see. Yeah, the wood, the fire, the metal, the water, and where is the other one? Metal, water, earth, earth. No, what's the other one?
In the middle.
Huh?
Earth's in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle. Yeah, it's the well-being, the center, So here, but we are going to focus on this one also only today. It's helpful people and travel. So when you enter your home, is the front right of your home. So these are the colors with the 5 elements. Yeah, well, if you want to encase other areas as well, but this is for traveling.
I find that so interesting.
Yeah, it is one, all the cycle, one produces the other, when one consumes the other. Yeah.
All connected, right?
Yeah, all connected. For example, the trees, the plants, they fire, then they give the earth, then the metal, the water waters the plants, the earth, then it converts to fire, and the fire, the ashes go to the earth, and so on. It's very interesting. It's very deep. So, but this is a glimpse of the Bagua. And of course, not all houses are square or rectangular. So there are other calculations that we can do, because usually not all houses are square or rectangular. So we can apply this Bagua. But there are calculations. Let's say if you have a part of the house that is outside of the house, or if you are missing a part of the house as well, but it depends on the proportions of the measurements of the walls, you know. So it's very complex, and you can do calculations to see the middle, the center of your house as well. I have done that, but I don't know by heart now. It's very wide topic.
Everything's going to go into the travel section of the corner or whatever, then the right-hand corner, because I think that we're all due for, you know, a good holiday once everything kind of returns.
Yeah. So, but for this purpose, just try the travel and helpful people area. So with whites, or also with the vision boards that you can place there, so you focus your energy and you maximize everything for your upcoming trip. And also if you are moving abroad, as well, so you know, you can expect good things happening to you. So, okay. So
yeah,
you're going to talk about, I think, preparing our home for a pleasant return, right? So when we are back.
So important, I think. So, you know, preparing your home for a journey. It's going to be a long journey usually. Well, I think any kind of travel, you know, really takes a lot out of us. So, you know, holiday blues when returning home is so common for a lot of people, just because you're on that kind of high throughout experiencing new things, enjoyment, that an untidy house can just kind of bring down, you know, or can create some kind of unhappy feelings as well too. So taking the garbage out, like how you mentioned before, you know, just making sure that non-perishable items are left in the house, that nothing rots, there's no bad smells. Fresh sheets on your bed. I love doing this, just because coming home and then crawling back into, you know, a freshly made bed with fresh sheets is just, I always sleep really well. Cleaning everything in my home as well too, you know, bathrooms, vacuuming, washing the floors. So it's almost like you're coming back to stay at a hotel or an Airbnb or whatever, that it's your own little holiday from the holiday. So depending on the length of travel, you had already recommended this, you know, having a friend come over or a family member and opening up the windows, moving around, shifting that energy, or, you know, bringing in the mail, taking care of animals or plants, I think is really important because, you know, you don't want to come home and have your plants, you know, die and stuff like while you're away. I think that, you know, washing all laundry before you go as well too is really important. So then you're not so overwhelmed with any dirty clothes that you come back with from the holiday. Turning off or unplugging stuff as well too, just one, so that it doesn't cost you money while you're gone. But then two, you don't have to like worry about, you know, water being on. So you shut your water depending on the length of time that you're gone for. And then you're saving on your bills if there is any kind of leak or something happens while you're away. So I think that there are lots of different things that you can do to prepare your home, but for me, I just really like to have it a clean space to come home to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's it for today. I'm going to, let me show you something. I'm going to leave the our links here because you can contact Brandy on myself, Brandy Airspaces at airspaces.com, and myself Kenya-abreu.com. I just show you the website where you can get everything is on my website, the upcoming events, the news, everything. So you're welcome to join in my groups and have my read my case study or the checklist on leadership, traveling, and life, whatever on the website. So here are the websites. Next week on Monday we are having our third and last session on spring cleaning and traveling with Feng Shui. So it will be everything about traveling and moving overseas or relocating and new beginnings. Mm-hmm. Everything that has to do with that. So we are really leaving house now. We were preparing and getting ready, decluttering, organizing. Now we have the suitcases and the bags and all the details on the house to get everything ready. And the last part is traveling and moving overseas, either you are just traveling, going on a trip, or if you are moving abroad for good, like when you are moving to a new country. So I hope this information was useful for you today. Remember, contact us anytime, whenever you want. And please, if you have any comment, you just can comment below so we can answer your questions or you know, whatever inquiries you have, we are available. So I guess I see you all next Monday, right? And Brandy as well.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward. And thank you very much for being there. See you soon.
You.
Yeah.
Okay, for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.